Hello, hello. I'm back for another Soapy Time adventure. Thank you so much for joining me again today. My name is Lynette. I am the owner of the Skin Candy. We are going to be doing a remake of a soap that I made a long time ago. And I'd actually forgot that I had even made it. And then I had somebody mention it to me and I thought, I'll go ahead and remake that. But I'm going to be using a different fragrance. So the soap we're going to be making today is the one I call Head in the Clouds. And I will reference that up one of the corners here. So you can go back and look at that if you'd like. The fragrance that I used originally was Abercrombie and Finch's Fierce type. But this time I'm actually going to be using Barbershop. And this is a fragrance from... Let me grab the bottle, from Midwest Fragrance Company. And what I have done is that it does show your percentages that you can use for different things right here. It's in really tiny writing. But what I actually do is I go on and put what it's like, if it accelerates, if it, rices. It does say that it has very slight, it says none to slight acceleration and slight ricing. So I'm hoping this will work with the color choices that I'm doing today. I am going to be trying to use the same color, kind of the same color palette as I used last time. But this time I'm going to actually be using Spacewalk instead of Indigo Girls. And so I'm going to be using Spacewalk for my navy blue. I'm going to be using Preppy Blue for my main color. So I thought those two went really well together. And then I'm going to be using Sister Golden Hair Surprise for a little bit of tan swirl in this. So this soap is a dedication to my husband. And we call it Head in the Clouds because he was in the Navy for 22 years. And he loves flying. And he also loves the color blue. So that is dedicated to him. And Barbershop is one of his favorite fragrances. And I'm not kidding you, it smells so yummy. Oh, it just smells good. I've tried Barbershop from several different companies. And every one smells amazing. So it's really good. So let's see, I've already put now this one is for a wholesale order again. So this has goat's milk in it, and it also has kale and clay and colloidal oats in it as well. So we have lots of additives in here. I am not doing I'm doing a full water in my lye solution. So I have my lye, and then I added my additional water to it. So my 50-50 blend of lye, added my additional water to that, and it's just been cooling down. Usually I will add it directly to the water, but I thought, what the heck, I had the time, I was just going to add it to my lye solution. So I think I'm going to grab a whisk because I'm wondering if I need to, if it has slight acceleration, might still be able to work with it. So I think we'll be okay. Might just hand stir in. I'll get everything ready and get everything colored. Then we'll do the fragrance, and yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do. So I will be back in a flash of an eye when this is finished cooling. Let's see, it's at 102 right now. My oils are at 94, so it's not bad. I am going to let it cool down just a little bit more before I proceed, just because of the acceleration. I don't want it to heat up too fast. So we will be back in just a second. Okay, we're back. I'm going to go ahead and just get this started. I've got a busy day ahead of me, and I've got 500 balms that have to get poured and a bunch of stuff that's got to go to the post office. I've got a really busy day. So this has gone down a couple of degrees. So it's cool enough. I feel comfortable with going ahead and doing it. I have done my soaps up to like 112, 115 degrees, and they've been okay. I'm a tiny bit worried about the ricing on this. Now I'm trying to wonder if I should change my choice. Oh well. So before I begin, do any of you guys watch or listen to true crime? Because I am a true crime fanatic. In fact, sometimes I feel like I need to name this show Soaping and Serial and talk about serial killers and true crime. because I really love the true crime. Sometimes I wonder if I should have gone into like CSI or become a criminal, like a criminologist, because I love it and I'm a little obsessed. Anyways, I have just started listening to a podcast called 𝘝𝘩𝘪𝘴, and it's about this woman named Amanda Riley. And usually I don't talk about stuff like this because I don't want to give these people any props. But, oh my gosh, I'm going to leave a link to the podcast down below. I'm only on, I don't even know what episode I'm on, but my daughter-in-law, I knew about it from listening to Crime Watch Daily. And then my daughter-in-law and I were just talking about it today. And I said, it just came up on my feed. I'm going to start listening to it today. And she goes, oh, I binged it when it first came out. Which I don't even know how long ago this came out. But she said, it is crazy. She says, and just when you think it can't get any worse, it does. So I'm not going to give anything away other than you need to listen to this podcast called 𝘝𝘩𝘪𝘴. And I will put it on the Apple podcast list, but you can also find it on Google. You can find it on, I think, like on iHeartRadio podcasts. I think it's on Amazon podcasts, anywhere. So it's 𝘝𝑪, 𝘝𝑚𝑎𝑛𝑑�A. So 𝘝𝘩𝘪𝘴. It's wonderfully put together, and it is a trip. So I'm going to turn it back on. We're going to get soaping, and then hopefully you guys, if any of you guys have listened to this, comment below about what you thought. It's wow. It's wow. And I listen to a lot of podcasts and go, wow, but this is beyond. No, it's not beyond. Some of the treachery and the sickness of other serial killers just is wow. But this is wow. That somebody could actually do this to their family and their friends. Anyways, 𝘝𝑚𝘪𝘴, I'll leave a link down below. Let me know in the comments if you guys watch or listen to true crime podcasts. What are your favorites, what you like the most, and what you think of 𝘝𝑚𝘪𝘴. So, without further ado, let's get soaping. Hello again, everybody. We're back to cut our Head in the Clouds soap. Now this I made with goat's milk, and I told you it did accelerate just a little bit, but not too bad. However, it did get really hot. I don't know if you can see the crack running along there. I checked on it like 50 times. I even checked on it before I went upstairs last night about 8 o'clock, and it was fine. Now this morning it had a crack in it. That's okay. That's all right. So we're gonna go ahead and unmold this. It's been about, I don't know, 18 hours, 20 hours since I made it. And the scent retention is really good, except for I can smell the goat's milk. So goat's milk, the scent will stick around for a while. And then it dries and then it goes away. Oh, that's pretty cool. Look at the bottom of that. That's really cool. So, let's get going.